I'm here, you're here. It's crafting time. Modular pipelines. There's something I've wanted to do for a while, but finally, with quarantine and this dang global pandemic, let's try our hand at making some. By the way, if you guys are in the large percentage of people who are not subscribed, please consider subscribing if you enjoy this video. It's free, and you can always unsubscribe at any time, but it really helps out me and my channel. So the other day, I was looking around in my basement, and I found a ton of these cardboard tubes. I have no idea what they were originally used for, but I think I got them from like a dollar store or garage sale or something. So let's find some uses for them. First, I marked out 12-inch lengths and then cut them to size. These would be used for our straight pieces of the modular pipeline. When using this, I highly recommend using a wood pencil. These are just great for woodworking and write on wood very well. I also made a couple different 6-inch sections, 18-inch sections, and a bunch of variety, so I would be able to have a good modular system. I also made some slanted pieces that when put together would make nice 90-degree turns. I tested out building a couple and was pretty happy with how well they looked and worked. First, I cut off the top of each of the tubes, but I did this off cam because that took forever and was really boring, and I just didn't want to waste your guys' time doing this. After cutting off the tops, I glued on small tabs onto the underside of the top that would allow them to stick together quite nicely, but also have an accessible interior. This made them be able to stick quite well and wouldn't fall off at a moment's notice. Next, I added some 1.5-inch stabilizers on the bottom that these guys would sit on when they're on the table. After that, I got to work detailing. I added in some tubing and also glued in some eggshell and cork onto the bottom of the tube. Next, I mixed some green paint in with some sand and glue, and then painted the entire thing that way. Next, I painted some of the trash on the bottom black and brown, just to give it a bit of accent, and I also painted the tubing black, just because I needed another color other than green. Here is where the sand comes in. I went in with a sponge and used the awesome texture to rust it, and it just looked awesome. Next, I took some tape, put them on either end, and I attempted to fill it with watered down PVA glue. This didn't work, there was some leakage, and it was just horrible. It was gross, disgusting. It still kind of worked out though. I tried it again, and it worked a little bit more, but there were still some issues with it, so I'll try better next time. Finally, I added some graffiti and touched up the rust a little bit, and after that, I was quite happy with how well this turned out. This was a really fun build. Just please, guys, if you enjoyed this video, remember to like and subscribe. It's free, and you can always unsubscribe at any time. The worst case scenario is that you just end up unsubscribing later, but if you guys want me to continue making this content and you enjoy this content, please then support me by subscribing.